long-skirt babe. Amara had always been a quiet girl. Her world was small, just her family, her church, her books, and the mango tree behind their tiny house in Ikom village. When the letter came, her mother screamed with joy. Amara had gotten a scholarship, full tuition, to Royal Crest High School, the most expensive school in the state. That night, they danced to old music and shared one bottle of malt between the three of them. Her father said, "You're going to make us proud." She believed him. On the first day, Amara wore her long green school skirt, polished brown sandals, and neatly packed hair. Her mother had sewn the uniform herself, long enough to cover her knees properly. A good girl should be decent, Mama had said. But Royal Crest was nothing like her old school. The gate alone was bigger than her entire compound. Fancy cars drove in and out. Girls walked in groups, skirts short, faces powdered, phones flashing. Boys laughed and adjusted their designer belts. When Amara stepped into the class, silence fell. Then a girl whispered loudly, "Who's this one? Mary Amaka?" The teacher welcomed her warmly, but when she turned her back, the students started throwing crumpled paper at Amara. One hit her head, another bounced off her desk. She wanted to cry, but she just kept reading her timetable. At lunch, she brought out Gary and Groundnut. The girls near her stared like she had brought poison. They were eating pizza and chicken wrap, drinking pink smoothies. Amara tried to smile, but no one smiled back. By the end of her first week, she had a nickname, Sister Skirt. Some even called her Village Virgin. They mocked her long skirt, her accent, her food, even the way she walked. One day in class, they passed a drawing. It was a stick figure wearing a long dress with the caption, "Amara, the Reverend Sister." She cried in the toilet that day, alone, quietly. She didn't tell her parents. She didn't want to disappoint them. Then, slowly, things began to change. She started folding her skirt at the waist to make it look shorter. She added lip gloss. She began walking like the girls she once feared. The same girls started saying things like, "Wow, you don't look bad today." Cynthia, the most popular girl in class, smiled and said, Small, glow up." Amara began to enjoy the attention. One day after school, as she walked to the bus stop, a black Mercedes-Benz stopped beside her. The window rolled down. A man in dark shades smiled and said, "Hey, beautiful, let me drop you off." She hesitated, but something about the way he spoke, soft and respectful, made her trust him. "My name is Amara," she said shyly. "I'm Jide," he replied, "and I know quality when I see it." He dropped her off at the junction near her street. Before she left, he gave her a brown envelope. "For your lunch," he said. It was 10,000 naira. She refused at first, but he insisted. "You deserve better, Amara." From that day, Uncle Jide picked her up often. He bought her a new phone, then new shoes, then perfume. He always said, "You're not like other girls. You're smart and beautiful." At school, the girls noticed the change. Her hair was different. Her bag was designer. Cynthia raised her brows. "Our sister Skirt is now CEO." "Oh," Amara laughed. She felt powerful. Jide started taking her out. Quiet dinners, gifts, even a weekend trip to Abuja. He said she made him happy. Then one night, it happened. A hotel room. A soft bed. She was nervous, but she didn't leave. She just closed her eyes and let it happen. After that night, everything changed inside her. She started lying to her parents, told them she had to stay back in school for extra lessons, but she was really spending nights in hotels, wrapped in silk and shame. She started skipping school entirely some days, but when she came, she walked like a queen. Her classmates stopped laughing. Some admired her. Others whispered. She no longer wore her long skirt. She had 10 different ones now. Tight, short, stylish. But Jide became controlling, jealous. Once, he slapped her when she smiled at a boy. She apologized. She thought it was love. One day, a teacher caught her sneaking in after school hours. Rumors began flying. Then someone posted a video. Amara getting out of a hotel with Jide. It went viral in school. The principal called her in. Her scholarship was cancelled immediately. Her parents were called. Her mother fainted. Her father sat in silence for hours. You had a future, he finally said. You threw it away. Jide blocked her number. The friends she once had stopped calling. No more rides, no more gifts, just silence. Amara returned to her village. Every step back home felt heavier than the last. The mango tree was still there. But she wasn't the same girl. Now, when she sees other girls in long skirts, she doesn't laugh, she just watches and remembers. They called me Sister Skirt, and I became exact